Hello, I'm Andy Revell, Instructional Technologies Librarian on the Oxford campus, and welcome to another video from Miami University Libraries. The subject of today's video is PsycInfo, the main database in psychology and its related fields. In this database, you can search for scholarly and popular articles, books, and other related sources. But the focus of this video will be 7 easy steps for searching PsycInfo with keywords for peer-reviewed or scholarly articles published within a specific time frame.
Step 1. Navigate to PsycInfo.
First, we have to get to PsycInfo. In order to do that, you simply click on Databases A to Z on the library's homepage and then on P across the top, and then you scroll down and click on PsycInfo.
Step 2. Enter your search terms.
Right here on the top of the screen, you enter your search terms in these 3 boxes. The best practice is to enter your OR strings into the boxes and then connect them with the AND operator using the drop-down boxes. For this example, let's conduct a search on the effects of stress on academic performance amongst college students. So we'll enter stress into the first box, and then we'll enter academic performance into the second box. You will notice that EBSCO will suggest some sets of terms for us. I like academic performance or academic achievement or academic success, so I'll click on that. The same thing happens when I type college students into the third box. So our search ends up being stress and academic achievement or academic performance or academic success and college students or university students or undergraduates.
Step 3. Shape your search using filters.
PsycInfo has a lot of filters that you can use to shape your search. First of all, you can check the peer-reviewed box to limit your search to articles in peer-reviewed journals. Under that, you can select a date range. One common requirement at Miami is that the sources must have been published within the past 5 or 10 years. The EBSCO interface allows for these limitations. You can also set a custom date range. Another common requirement for assignments at Miami is to locate empirical studies. You can do that by selecting empirical study in the methodology drop-down box. There are a lot of other methodologies that you can select if you need. You can also limit your search by document type, publication type, and language, but I usually like to set those from the results screen. So let's run our search for empirical studies in peer-reviewed journals published in the past 5 years on stress and academic performance amongst college students.
Step 4. Shaping your results using filters.
Clicking on all filters at the top of the results screen brings up all of the options that were available on the search interface. Let's set our language to English and our source type to academic journals.
Step 5. Choosing your articles.
Let's click on a title. The first thing to notice is the abstract. An abstract is a brief summary of an article's content. Reading abstracts is the best way to select sources for your projects. It is much better than using titles alone, which are often misleading.
Step 6. Getting citations.
At the top of an article record, we have a number of buttons. You can use the share button to get a link back to this page, and you can also download this record in text format. The most useful of these buttons are these quotation marks, which is the Cite button. EBSCO will generate citations in a number of formats. The most common ones at Miami are APA, Chicago, and MLA. I will copy an APA citation to my clipboard. I can then paste this into my bibliography. One note of caution, like all citation generators, EBSCOs will sometimes include mistakes. It is imperative that you check your citations before handing in your bibliography.
Step 7. Getting the full text of articles.
Below each entry in the results list is a full text access button. There are 3 possible buttons: Access Now, Access Options, and Find It. Clicking on Access Now will open the full text of the article. Access Options will present multiple full text formats that you can access. Clicking on Find It will further search our holdings for access methods. If we have access to the article, you will be presented with some links to platforms that house the article. If we do not, your screen will look like this. If you log in, you will be able to access the article via Interlibrary Loan, which takes about a business week. That's all for now. For help with PsycInfo or any other library resource, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thanks for watching.